Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, TJMB.
Charlemagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day.
Put your headphones on, man.
Listen, I do this, man. I don't need the headphones.
My goodness.
But I'm going to throw them on anyway.
Thank God.
Listen, are there any white celebrities acting up anymore? If you look at the media, boy, you would think white celebrities don't get in no trouble no more. Not the old ones, not the new ones.
They just stepping back and just watching right now. They're just watching.
God damn.
This is very interesting.
Is there any white celebrities out here embarrassing themselves?
But you must be talking about R. Kelly.
I'm talking about R. Kelly. I'm talking about Jason Black. I mean, God bless the dead Michael Jackson. They on him, too. I'm just like, is there any dead white celebrities, old white celebrities, any new white celebrities doing anything?
Our cameraman is shaking his head. Who?
Who?
Alex Baldwin gets involved.
He said Alec
Baldwin.
Name is so long.
Alec Baldwin.
I ain't heard
Well,
Alec
yes.
Baldwin name is so
Well,
goddamn
now what happened with R. Kelly? Because this was a surprise.
He did an interview with Gayle King.
Was that a surprise interview? I didn't know
crying.
anything about it.
Gayle went and taped it yesterday in Chicago.
The Kardashians get themselves in a lot of issues.
Not
That
really.
But
counts.
it's usually because of black guys. It was Tristan Thompson.
I don't know.
It was
Well,
Kanye West, Travis Scott. It was
Lord have mercy.
It's usually because of black.
You gotta yes the point. Come on now, we gotta do some research here now.
I think you guys also don't pay attention to what's going on.
Oh really? Okay.
With the, you know.
So what happened with this interview? Somebody tell me. I was sleeping.
Our producer Eddie gonna hold up a sign and say John Wayne. Man, shut up, man. See what I'm talking? Jesus Christ. Listen, man.
So what happened?
Donald
Somebody
Trump.
tell me. I was sleeping. Donald Trump is the only one. I was sleeping. I woke up this morning and I seen all these clips.
R. Kelly did an interview with Gayle King.
And what happened in the interview?
He cried.
Did he scream on somebody? Because I seen all the memes of him standing up yelling or something.
You know
He's
what happened?
fighting for his life.
You know what I noticed in that interview?
What?
Beijing. How you pronounce it?
Beijing?
Beijing.
He had Mad Beijing on?
Did he have Mad Beijing on? Okay.
Worse than self?
Bruh, Beijing is the new Jerry Curl.
No.
All right? It's the most insulted.
Let me see.
It's got to be the most insulted hairstyle of all time at this point.
It's not really new. And you know, people have allergic reactions to it.
Yeah, a lot of people got allergic
People used to have that
reactions.
with Jerry Curl. Remember they used to get the bumps on their face back
No,
in the day?
like
No,
your
no.
whole
this-
head swell up.
Yeah, the whole head swell
Oh,
up.
well, that's what we're going to see in the future.
You have to
Yeah,
go
no,
to
you're
the
gonna see it.
emergency room.
I just hope it doesn't cause cancer or anything like that. As much people using it, boy.
In a decade, we're going to be trying to figure out what ruined more pillows.
Oh,
Beijing
yeah,
or the Jerry Curl.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's heavy in his hair. I'm looking at his
I
picture
don't know
right
why.
now.
I don't know why R. Kelly would do an interview. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, and
I'm surprised Gayle King did that interview with him.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Absolutely
I
not.
was.
I'm not.
Come
Especially after
on.
seeing Oprah doing Leaving Neverland. I'm not.
They're two different people, first of all.
They
Oprah and Gayle
cornering.
King.
They cornering the market on all of that stuff this week. Okay. They supposed to leave that kind of stuff to us. I don't know what Oprah and y'all.
Leave that trash
Y'all
to
really
us.
lowering y'all standards. Oprah
What's
and
wrong with y'all?
You know what I mean?
Leave that little bit to us.
Yeah.
I was surprised at that one.
But there's only two reasons to be doing the interview with R. Kelly.
What?
One, if he's confessing everything. Telling the truth for once. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's not going to make us look at the situation any different, but just telling the whole truth about his life and everything. Or if you just going to curse him out, tell him he's a piece of trash, he's garbage, can't wait till you rot in prison, one of the two.
Now, nobody ever backed him down in the corner, though. Like, backed him down in the corner, asked him questions where he's stumbling and fumbling.
There's
and
nothing to ask, Envy. We know. We've seen the
well, he's
evidence.
still saying it's not true.
That's just stupid. That's just a farce.
And it's a two-part interview, so.
He ain't say he didn't do it. I seen that part. He said I was found not guilty.
He said he beat the case.
I beat the case. It was this is double jeopardy. This is unfair.
I don't know what he's talking about.
But it's a whole nother video, so it's a whole nother girl.
See, that's the point with R. Kelly.
You
There's
don't
too
get it,
much
man.
evidence. There's a marriage certificate to Aaliyah. God bless the dead. There's a videotape. Like, no.
Where's his friends? Where's his counsel? Just to do that.
Listen, when you walking around with that much Beijing in your head, you think you got counsel? You think you got anybody that can tell you right from wrong, what to do and not to do? Okay?
Well,
He put all the money in the Beijing, no money in his counsel, huh?
well, the interview airs this morning, so, you know, as we
Oh, it's not even out yet. They were just clips.
going throughout the show.
The trailer.
Yes.
It's just a trailer.
For a two-part movie. Like,
7 a.m. Eastern this morning, so we'll make sure that we play some of it for you guys and catch you up on what's going
this
on.
is like Infinity War and Endgame. They know what they doing, man. Dropping a clues bomb for Oprah and Gayle, goddammit. They have cornered the market this week.
I was knocked out. I got 10 hours of sleep last night. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
And on Friday, they're going to drop their OG podcast together. Mark my words.
Okay. All
Gayle
right.
do today, Gayle do tomorrow, then they're going to drop the Oprah OG podcast with Gayle Friday. Watch.
All right. I'm not mad at him. All right. Angela Yee.
Yes.
Front page news, what are we talking about?
Well, let's talk about depression and something that the FDA has approved that's supposed to help your depression. Also, the world's most expensive car. Find out who sold it for almost $19 million.
Sheesh. All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What are we talking about, Yee?
Well, we'll talk about the FDA has approved a new nasal spray, and it's for depression. They said it's like ketamine. I've never tried ketamine, but I've heard it's very strong. But they're saying it's for patients who have tried at least 2 other medications, haven't had success with those other medications, and then you have to also take it with an oral antidepressant. So it's available only through a restricted system. You have to get it prescribed by your doctor, and they have to monitor you because it's very rapidly acting. So it works faster than other antidepressants when you spray it in your nose.
How you know it's gonna work though? Because like somebody like my father was on 10 to 12 different medications throughout his life for depression.
Well, you don't know if anything's gonna work. I guess if once other things haven't been successful, they say you try this, and hopefully this can work too. They said it restores your brain cells with treatment-resistant depression.
And then when all the medications don't work, they just throw you a check. I don't know if they still do that, but that's what they did to my dad.
I don't know, but it's called Spravato. So the side effects are dizziness, nausea, vertigo, anxiety, lethargy, blood pressure increased, vomiting, drunk, chilling.
It's FDA approved?
Yes. The FDA just approved it.
Is Beijing FDA approved? That's what we need to find out.
You know what? I don't know.
Is Beijing FDA approved? Is that blackout y'all putting in your head and y'all beards FDA approved?
I've never seen it in any stores.
That's what I want to know.
I've never seen
it. Can you reach out to the FDA, Angela?
Let's find out. Well,
yes.
They do sell it in stores.
Do they? They do?
Yeah, they do.
So if it's in stores,
if you go to the barber sometimes, right? Don't they use it on you?
I don't use Beijing.
If you know the secret code, if you know the secret passcode,
you can tell people who use Beijing. It's very defined. Very, very defined.
Can you?
And I think if I used it, it would look stupid because I'm so light-skinned and then it's just a big,
Why are y'all talking about this morning all morning?
Look like a cheetah.
Because R. Kelly had it on last night, allegedly.
All right, now, the world's most expensive car is the $19 million one-off Bugatti. It's officially the most expensive car ever sold.
I seen a picture of that yesterday.
You need to get that in your car show.
No, but yeah, right. I need to know somebody who can afford that.
All right, well, the unnamed buyer bought it for almost $12.5 million before taxes. With taxes, it comes out to about $19 million.
The unnamed buyer is the anonymous Powerball winner in South Carolina. They went and collect their winnings yesterday.
That was the first
thing
purchase?
they went and did. Go buy that goddamn Bugatti. I want the most expensive car on the menu.
Oh, my goodness.
Drop on the clues bombs for that person. Tell me that's who bought the car. And if not, that's the rumor we're going to spread.
Nah, I ain't mad at you.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night or a horrible morning, or maybe you feel blessed. Maybe you slept over 10 hours last night. I don't know what the hell was going on in the world. I was knocked out. But anyway, get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Say it with your chest.
We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
So you better have the same energy.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, son, it's Tony, son.
Who?
Tony.
Tony,
What's happening, Tony?
man, I'm going to get off my chest, son, about his income taxes. Man, hard waiting on the beat.
What you gonna do with your income taxes, brother?
Man, what I'm going to do, I don't know, son. I'm sitting here waiting on it. I don't know.
Go, get a plan, man. Get a plan. Don't go get no sneakers, no cars, no rims. Don't go to the club. Invest, man.
How much you getting?
How much you getting back?
I don't know, son. Maybe about $1,000, something like that.
Okay, all right, you balling. I see you.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the strip club, throw some ones, you know what I mean?
See,
Oh, my
see?
God.
Invest that money, man.
You might as well.
Why?
It's $1,000. Just go have a good time. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying? Go get you 2 on ones. You know what I mean? And then invest the rest. 2 on ones. You gonna have a good time, baby. Where you at? Where you calling from?
Nah, son. I'm getting like 31, son. That's
Oh,
it.
30 is even better.
Okay.
Where you calling from?
North Carolina. Son.
Oh man, you'll ball out. You calling from Charlotte?
Nah, son. Little small town over North Carolina over there by Wilmington Beach.
Even better. You know what I'm saying? Pull up to
Yo,
the strip club
no,
with 31.
Now, you need to do what
Make it
Charlamagne
real.
does, is throw that 30 and then
No.
pick it back up, then
No.
throw it again, pick it back up.
No.
I'm frugal, Van.
All that money. Property in North Carolina is cheap, right?
Oh, my God.
It's $30.
$30
You got
and
$1,000, man.
30. Like, can
He
he
said he gonna spend 30.
can he spend $30?
No, he shouldn't even
Get the
spend 30.
Beijing out your
He
ears.
shouldn't even spend 30.
And listen.
There's no reason to even spend 30.
Hey, go spend that 30,
Don't
man.
spend no 30.
Go have a
brother.
good time, man.
No, man.
Hey, yo, there ain't all, son. I'm giving about $20. Tell him, give me your finest bottle, B. Give me your finest bottle. I'm throwing about $20 on you. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Why don't you just go to the liquor store, buy a bottle, and sneak it in the club?
Oh, my goodness.
Then you really save
Hey,
your
yo.
money.
Hey, yo, son, I gotta write that down, son. You smart.
You have to write that down.
You can't remember it?
Oh, my God.
You know what? You need to
Forget
spend
it.
your money, bro. You
I
know what?
give
Just
up.
spend your money, man. Go ahead.
I got to write that down.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, get it off your chest.
Is Charlamagne there this morning?
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. So, do you remember when you had an interview with Teddy Riley and you said if it's not about Uptown Records, you don't want to know about it or hear about it?
If it's not about what?
Uptown Records.
Uptown.
Oh, yeah.
So, do y'all remember Soul For Real?
How? What you mean I remember So For Real? Candy Rain? Come on now, every little thing you do? Come on now.
Yeah. So, Jace For Real on Instagram is the youngest member of Soul For Real, and he put out a new mixtape. He remixed Every Little Thing I Do, which you guys should be playing, and his new music.
You
Yeah,
should have
for that,
told.
Charlamagne?
Now you should have talked to Envy about
Yeah,
that.
you should have got now.
Play
Charlamagne, what do you
music.
think? Go ahead.
I've heard, I mean, I haven't heard this one, but I've heard them try to remake songs before, and I didn't necessarily like them.
Oh, wow.
But I will
You
check.
need
I
to-
will check out the young man.
Wow.
I get a call every so often from somebody from Canada who's always trying to book Soul For Real on the breakfast.
Yeah, I think
Club.
we all
too.
get that email.
Yeah, that and
I
somebody
know they
from
be
Long
calling my
Island.
phone.
Oh, yeah,
I
You
don't
in
know.
Canada?
We
Not
get
Long
these
Island?
Nah, it's
emails.
Canada.
What area
Well,
code?
They're in Atlanta right now, and they're from New York.
Do you work with them?
Oh, they're my best friends. I grew up with them.
I love Soul
So
For
you
Real.
guys should really have them on the Breakfast Club.
You know, I would have Soul For Real on. I love Soul For
I
Real.
got an email about this. Joe Button shouts out Jace For Real on his show.
I love Uptown Records. Uptown Records is my top 2-3 record labels of all time.
Well, tell the guys we said what's up. I used to run into them every once
Here
in
you
a while.
go.
Tell
If
them we
you
said
feel
what's up.
like me, the mixtape by Jace For Real.
And Soul For Real is not the that's not the Andre Harrell era. That's the Heavy D era. But it was some good stuff that came from that Heavy D
There
Uptown
was some
era.
Andre Harrell as well.
Oh, she knows her facts.
Oh, okay. I mean, Andre still had a stake in the label, but he wasn't at the helm. But yes, we'd love to have them on.
Thank you, Mama.
All right, you're welcome.
We'll make it happen.
All right, we'll call, fellas, call Charlamagne.
We're gonna do a Throwback Thursday with Soul For Real one day.
I tried to get y'all up here before they denied it, so you call Charlamagne.
I didn't deny
I
it.
definitely sent it through. They call me all the time.
Ain't nobody. I know I didn't deny no Soul For
Well,
Real.
now
know I
y'all
love
on the
Uptown
spot.
Records.
You're right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo,
Who this, Trav?
yeah.
What you doing, Trav?
Hi,
What
Trav.
up, sis? Don't be calling us while you got your boyfriend behind you talking.
That is not my boyfriend. That is a friend. Thank you very much.
This is awkward.
Player.
This is awkward.
He stayed a little too long last night. You're trying to get him out this morning. We understand, Trav.
Shut up, yo. What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
Anywho.
Anyway, listen, can we drop one or two bombs for all the big girls out there?
Make
One
room
time
for the big girls. Yes.
One time for the big girls.
And for all the beautiful dark-skinned women out there, because
Yes.
for some reason, I feel like women have been getting attacked when it comes when it came to Future. Again, Future said he didn't say it, but he was blocking big girls from getting in the club. Allegedly,
Yeah, he denies that.
yeah, he denied it. But that's when just dropping the clues bombs for all the big girls. Y'all's beautiful. Now, I mean, if my brother was out, he would have hunted Future down for y'all. I just want y'all to know that.
My goodness.
When is your brother getting out?
When he is 54.
Lord have
Damn.
mercy.
Lord have mercy.
He definitely coming home to a big girl.
But all right, y'all.
Bye,
Good to hear
Trav.
from y'all.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Christina.
Hey, Christina, get it off your chest.
Oh my gosh, I really made it through. So I live in Youngstown, Ohio, where we do not get you. I just listen to you on iHeartRadio. So I just called on a long shot, like, hey, I might get through, and I'm so surprised I did. I'm just wanting to call in and say I am blessed. I have a job. I have 3 beautiful sons. I have a husband that I really don't have to work. He told me to quit if I want to.
Wow.
Nice. Beautiful.
I'm just blessed, black love. You know, like you said, he's part of the Faithful Black Men Club.
That's
you
right.
go.
Faithful black male community, baby.
Yes, so I'm just super blessed, and everybody needs to have a beautiful day and just be happy that you woke up this morning and it's a new start.
Oh, I love you.
Thank you, Mama.
That's the type of energy I need in my life. I love that.
Hello, who's this?
Ron.
Ron or bruh?
Ron.
All right, whatever. Get it off your chest, bro.
Yo, I just have a bone to pick with Shala.
What's new?
And you, Envy.
So you got
All
to
of
go
us,
with everybody.
basically.
My best.
All right, so pick my bones, sir.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
You said it. I didn't.
But true. But this is what I have to take up with you guys. I'm calling because a few months ago we sent some products up there from We Do Natural, and y'all ain't even give us a shout out or nothing like that.
What is We Do Natural?
My business.
What is We Do Natural?
Are you sure we received these products?
I'm not 100% sure, but we sent it to that address.
What is it? What is it?
It sounds like a hair product.
Yeah, we don't know what it even is.
It's all natural products. It's soap, it's lotion, all natural products. Everything all natural.
Yeah, I don't think I got that, my brother.
We're all looking around. I don't see that. What's it called again?
We Do Natural.
All right, well, we'll look for the package. I don't think we got that, but thank you, sir.
We'll ask around.
I sent another one. if I had to.
Is it FDA approved? Is it FDA approved?
I don't think so.
Hello?
Yes, I don't think so, but we have to figure that out.
You can't be just sending us stuff that's going to give us rashes and all kind of stuff.
Thank you, man.
It's all natural. It's not good. I used this one. I'm good.
Let me smell you.
We can smell you, bro.
Nah, like you smell me.
Okay.
But you called up here saying you want to pick all bones.
All right, guys. Stop being kinky. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up at any time. Now, we got rumors on the way?
Now, we already told you that this R. Kelly interview, his first interview since all of these new allegations against him have come out, is going to be on this morning. So we'll give you some of the trailer of what you're going to hear as he reacts to Gayle King.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk R. Kelly.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, as you know, this interview with R. Kelly and Gayle King will be airing this morning on CBS this morning. And amongst the questions that he is going to be answering, he talks about people going back to his past and how he feels like it's double jeopardy.
People are going back to my past, and they're trying to add all of this stuff now.
But the past is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no, it's not. I beat my case.
You were acquitted.
We can't double jeopardy me like that. You can't. It's not fair.
I'm talking about the other cases where women have come forward and said, R. Kelly had sex with me when I was under the age of 18. R. Kelly was abusive to me emotionally and physically and verbally.
Okay.
This is what they're saying about you. These aren't old rumors.
Not true.
He may have beat the case, but when you have multiple people accusing you and you have all the evidence against you that R. Kelly has, it makes all the other accusations that much more credible.
Well, Michael Avenatti, who's a lawyer, an attorney for Alice and Angelo Clary, they're the ones trying to find their daughter. He tweeted out, "Watch this, please. Importantly, R. Kelly does not deny sexually assaulting underage girls. In fact, his answer demonstrates his guilt. He fails to understand that it doesn't matter how long ago it happened, and he also has no clue as to how double jeopardy works."
It's kind of hard to deny it when we saw the tape.
And plus, it's not double jeopardy if it's a new tape.
If it's a new
with
tape,
new
a new
allegations.
girl, a new victim.
This is not the old case. This is a new case.
You got a whole marriage certificate. You married a 15-year-old.
But the family's right. He never said, I didn't do it. He just said, I was found not guilty.
Also talks about the women he's holding hostage, quote-unquote hostage, and here's what he said.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to. Love me if you want. But just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me with my crazy past and what I've been through? Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Stop it. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Robert, no one mentioned your uncle.
Robert, you telling on yourself. All right, nobody said anything about those girls going to their uncle's house to get some shoes. You volunteered that information. That was too specific.
Now, the parents, Alice and Angelo Clary of Azriel, who's still there, they left a statement. "We love our daughter Azriel very much and we miss her. Azriel has suffered severe mental abuse at the hands of R. Kelly for years. She's also likely suffering from symptoms similar to those found with Stockholm Syndrome. R. Kelly is a liar, manipulator, and sociopath who must be brought to justice for his decades of sexual assaults on underage girls. All of these victims and their parents cannot be lying." Now, R. Kelly also...
saw the tape.
Yeah. R. Kelly also talks about sex with underage girls, and this is when he really flat out just denies it.
Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read
I'm gonna tell
and
you
what the
something,
women
Gail.
have
There's
said
one
about you.
I'm gonna
What
tell
the
you
women have
something.
said about you. So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. Lifetime. These girls were older. They were 20 years ago. Why now? Why would they come out now?
Because I think that women have been traumatized and now feel comfortable in speaking out now, and they now believe that they will be believed.
I love women. I love all women. I love everybody. These stories on Lifetime, they're very bogus.
There's really no reason to be doing an interview with R. Kelly unless he's going to tell you the absolute truth. He did it. He got a problem. He needs to be chemically castrated. Talk about him being abused as a child, whatever. But if he's not telling the truth, no need to give him a platform to continue to lie like that.
He might tell on himself, though.
He seems like he's about to.
Yeah,
so
here's some more of what R. Kelly had to say about backlash that he got from people like John Legend and Lady Gaga.
John Legend, Lady Gaga. The interesting thing about this is the fact that working with Lady Gaga, she's very great talent. It's unfortunate that her intelligence go to such a short level when it comes to that. You know, I have nothing against none of these artists, but I think it's not professional for them to do that because something like this can happen to any artist, anybody famous.
Listen, Robert, this has nothing to do with anybody but you. You put yourself in all these situations because of your piss-poor choices, okay? That's what got you in this predicament. We just need to admit that at this point, this is all entertainment because they got old tapes, new tapes, old new tapes, marriage certificates. The jig is up, all right? Period. Like, stop giving this man a platform to lie and just let him go to prison, please.
Now, let's not forget that he still is being accused of having an extramarital affair with somebody from back in 2012, a woman who attended his concert a few months after her wedding, and says that she ended up, having relationships with R. Kelly, and the husband is accusing R. Kelly of having an affair with his wife for 5 years and saying that he gave his wife chlamydia during that affair. Now, R. Kelly is denying having an affair at all with Asia Childress. So that's another ongoing case. And the judge has just stepped down from that case as well. So now they're actually going to have another judge preside over that case.
Some lawyer got to be dumb, man. Why would you let him even speak? He's about to be on trial now for all these new cases. Why would they allow you to talk?
Yeah, and if somebody's accusing you of being violent towards women, the last thing you should be doing is showing aggression towards a woman in an interview.
All I know is this whole situation, the fact that, first of all, a terrible time to be doing an interview, but maybe he thought he would get sympathy from people.
I want to know who these
I don't
uncles
know
are.
what made him do that.
I want to know who these uncles are that these girls was leaving the house to get shoes from that was letting them go back to R. Kelly's house. Okay? And I also want to say that minus the Beijing, R. Kelly looks great for a man who's had a lifetime diet at McDonald's.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report. And we will continue to keep you updated because that interview is airing in a few moments, so we'll let you know what's going on. But that's a lot.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, front page news, what are we talking about?
We are going to be talking about a possible cure for depression through your nose.
Cocaine.
That sounded like that sounded like a huge tease.
Drop
for
on the
cocaine.
clues bomb for cocaine.
No, don't you dare.
did not say
Don't
that.
you dare. All right,
So why
front
you
page
sniffling?
news is next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What are we talking about, Yee?
Well, we're finally getting interracial couple emojis. So that is all thanks to Tinder. They launched their hashtag Represent Love campaign in February of last year. They wanted to make sure they were interracial couple emojis on that emoji keyboard, and now they do have them. Are you excited?
No, not really.
And they also have same-sex interracial couples. So if you have Revolt TV, you can see the new emojis that are going to be coming out.
I'm just glad that they don't have all these yellow people. All these yellow people they be having, all the emoji people are yellow.
They can change the color.
Not on the couples.
Not on the couples?
Yeah. So now you can actually do different couples because before with the little holding hands ones, it was all one shade of yellow.
Well, that's good. All the interracial couples have emoji now.
All right. Now, several passengers were hurt on the Norwegian Cruise Line's escape.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's because there were wind gusts of about 115 miles per hour, and it actually was so strong that it tipped the ship. Can you imagine that? So it was tilting. They said the bottles were crashing off the shelves, furniture was sliding across the floor, and all of that. They said several passengers and crew members were injured. I've never been on a cruise.
Never?
So, never.
It's a lot of fun. I love it.
My family goes on a cruise every single year. Every single year they try to get me to come, and I just tell them I have to work.
I think cruises are pointless. Like, why would I want to be on a big-ass boat in the middle of the ocean when I can just get on a plane and land?
Because some people don't fly. Like my dad, he don't fly. So he's not getting on the plane. He just get on the boat.
Their
cruise.
Their cruise takes off in Jersey, so they don't have to fly anywhere. And then I guess some of them the cruises are so big, they have all kinds of things like ice skating rink.
Ice skating rink, yeah. They have one has a roller coaster. They have indoor pools. They have bumper cars. They have great food, great chefs,
unlimited
great
drinks.
shows. This is dope.
Maybe I got post-traumatic slave disorder. I don't want to be on no big-ass ship in the middle of the ocean.
I think I'm going to take my kids on a Disney one.
I don't know where they're going to take me.
Oh, well, I've just never been on one, but I'm nervous I'm going to get seasick. All right, now, a cadet at the U.S. Military Academy West Point got fatal injuries in a ski accident. He ended up passing away last month, and a judge has granted his parents a petition to save his sperm. They want to continue the legacy and their family lineage. So he was 21 years old. Peter Zhu was unresponsive on a ski slope, so now the family is going to be able to retrieve his sperm from him and actually use that sperm to continue their lineage. That's a little weird to me, but I don't know.
What, using sperm to continue a lineage? That's how it works.
From a dead person.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I always wondered if you could do that.
Well,
Think about all of these brilliant minds that passed away. Why wouldn't you want to get some of their sperm and pass those genes along?
Well, in particular for him, he's the only male child to continue the Zhu family lineage. His parents say that's because of China's one-child policy, which forces uncles to each only have one daughter. So they said it's their one and only chance of fulfilling his wishes and preserving his incredible legacy.
And there's no guarantee that the person that comes from that sperm is going to be like the father.
Who do you give the sperm to?
What do you mean?
Like, because then you have to put the sperm in someone.
You got to get you a new breed.
So,
this is the new era. You can find you somebody to breed with. Try to build you a perfect human.
You don't know what could happen. But anyway, that's happening.
That seems weird.
And now there's a nasal spray to help you with your depression. They have just approved Spravato. They said it's for patients who've tried at least 2 other medications. It hasn't been successful, so now you can take this along with an oral antidepressant. So you can spray it in your nose. They said it acts very rapidly. It works faster than other antidepressants. It restores your brain cells with treatment-resistant depression. So now this could potentially help people who are struggling with depression and other things haven't worked. But it's very strict. You can't just get it over the counter. You have to get it prescribed.
And then, I mean, that sounds great. That may not work either, though. Like I told you, my father tried 10 to 12 different medications throughout his life for his depression. None of it worked. We ended up giving him a check.
How much? How much was the check for? Was it just for the medication, or was it because they messed up?
No, he gets a check for his mental health every month. I don't know how much it is.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your front page news.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, when we come back, let's talk Meek Mill. 800-585-1051. Now, Meek Mill was on, what show was he on, Yee?
The Shop on HBO.
The Shop, and he talked about success and owing family members when you actually make it.
When it comes to like family and friends, do we really owe them? Do you like?
Can I tell y'all my take on this? I'd be like, yo, I don't owe nobody. How many? Who you gonna please? I tell people, if you give your cousin 10,000. You get what you gonna get your aunt? You gonna get your aunt 20 because she babysitted you. Then what you gonna get your grandma? You gonna get your grandma. It's never gonna stop.
All right, let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. If you make it, if you're successful, do you owe your family or friends anything? Let's talk about it when we come back. We'll take your calls. Again, 800-585-1051. Do you owe your family or friends anything if you make it? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking Meek Mill. He was doing an interview. It was, what show was that?
The Shop.
The Shop. He was on The Shop. And he was talking about success and if he owes family and friends. Let's hear it.
When it comes to like family and friends, do we really owe them? Do you like?
Can I tell y'all my take on this? I'd be like, yo, I don't owe nobody. How many? Who you gonna please? I tell people, if you give your cousin 10,000. You get what you gonna get your aunt? You gonna get your aunt 20 because she babysitted you. Then what you gonna get your grandma? You gonna get your grandma. It's never gonna stop.
So 800-585-1051. If you make it, if you're successful, do you owe your family or friends? Let's talk about it. Yee.
I think that for myself, yes, I do feel like I try to, when I'm being successful, try to help out my friends and family. That's just what I do. Now, do I owe it to them to do that? No. Do I choose to do that? Yes.
Charlamagne.
I don't know. I'm always torn about this. It's something I talk to my mom about, my therapist, my wife. Owe is a strong, strong word. Owe. You know what I mean? I feel like I owe my mother. You know what I mean? I go back and forth with my father. I love my father. I don't know. I really don't know with this one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Owe is a very strong word. I understand what Meek Mill why Meek Mill feels like that, because when people know you're in a certain position and they know you got it, you'll be getting asked, you know, to loan money from a number of different people, of all cousins, everybody be coming at you, friend, old friend. So I know how he feels. But owe is a strong word. I don't know if I necessarily owe anybody anything other than my mother.
I don't think that you should put yourself in an uncomfortable position, but if it's something that is not hard for you to do, or it's like you can give somebody something that's not going to be missed crazily, like it's not something that's going to affect you or harm you, then I think if you can do it, you should.
Now this is easy for me.
Yeah,
I don't owe anybody a goddamn thing. My mother, my father, and Gia's mother is the only person that I owe and will continue. If they need anything from me, they don't even have to ask. They can take it. Like my mom and dad have access to my bank accounts. They have access to anything they ever need. That's it. Anybody else? No.
What about people who helped you on the way out?
I put people in position to get their own, and I continue to do that. But I don't owe you.
Yeah, that's why I said owe is a strong word.
Like let's say DJ Clue helped you out a lot when you first got started in your career.
Correct.
Don't you feel like if he needed something, owe him or anything?
I don't owe him anything. I will help him because that's my guy. Owe means you have to do it regardless. Like
owe is a strong word. I do agree with that.
Yeah, owe is a strong word.
I don't owe anybody.
But you do feel a sense of loyalty.
I have a debt of gratitude to certain people.
Absolutely.
And there's certain people that can reach out to me, or I may reach out to them if I see something going on in their life, how I can help them. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a debt of gratitude. But I don't owe anybody anything, except the only person I feel like I owe something to is my mother.
Absolutely.
And I'm shaky with my father. I have a debt of gratitude towards my father.
And let's get it twisted. When I talk about Clue, I give Clue respect because he opened my eyes to DJing. He did not give me anything. He didn't say, here's money. He didn't say, here's the mixtape list. He didn't give me anything. He opened my eyes to mixtape, and I'm appreciative for that.
What else did he open? Because on Wikipedia it says that y'all met in the basement.
Shut up.
You better stop. Clue don't play that.
Shut up. Let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hi, good morning. This is Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. We're talking about do you think you owe family and friends anything if you're successful?
Well, I put it this way: if you're financially successful enough to support your family, by all means, why not? Because they were there when you didn't have nothing.
Right.
The root of your root. You know what I'm saying? But if you can financially support not even just family, but another individual on something positive, by all means, why not? Ain't it about help the next one, the next generation?
Yeah, but what does that mean? When you say, you know, help somebody, or if you got the means to do it, you should do it. What does that mean? Because I don't think that just because I have made it, that means everybody else's life just automatically should change. Everybody got to go walk their own journey.
She's saying if you can help.
Not everybody has to walk their own journey, but I mean financially, if you can help this kid get through college or what have you, or if, you know, someone's really sick and needs some type of a medical attention that requires a substantial amount of money, why not?
Right, but I think that's not owing. That's not owing. That's us choosing to help because we can. That's not owing anybody.
And don't get it twisted. I will help absolutely, positively, but you have to look at it like this. I work 20 hours a day. I rarely sleep. Sometimes I miss my kids' events, but I go out there and I grind for the future because I want my kids to have it easier than I did. And when I look at other people, sometimes they don't have that same dedication. They don't have that same heart to work, and they just expect it. And it doesn't work like that. You can't see me work 20 hours, you work 2 hours and be like, son. No, it's no son. No, I'm working. Bro. That's just how I feel. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's going on, Evie? Good morning. It's Rick from Brooklyn.
Rick from Brooklyn. What up, Rick?
Good morning.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Charlamagne.
What's happening, brother?
Based on the Meek Mill situation, I don't think you owe anybody anything, man. Usually in the beginning, your family are usually the first ones to shut you down until you can't do stuff. Usually the ones that are closest to you are the ones that are telling you that you can't achieve it, and then when you achieve it, they want to reap the benefits. It's usually strangers that come out of the blue and help you out.
Oh, well, hell no.
The only people that you are obligated to are your kids, man. If you make it, you're obligated to your kids. But other than other family members, nah. Because majority of the time, they're the ones that telling you, yo, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be able to do it because they feel like they can't do it. So they're shutting you down in the beginning. So I don't think you owe anybody anything.
Yeah, I don't like that word, owe. I like debt of gratitude. I'm going to tell you what Meek Mill messed up in that conversation.
What?
He said grandma. See, all my grandma's dead. But if my grandma was alive, my grandma Rosalie could get anything she wants from me. You You feel me?
And
So, you know what I mean?
But you don't owe it to her. You just would do
No,
it.
my grandma definitely did owe. My big mama, my mama's mama,
That's
absolutely.
Right.
I would feel like I owe.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So when he said grandma, that threw me off.
That threw me off a little bit.
Grandma,
yeah, I'm with you.
Big mama, grandma, my mama's mama, my mama. Definitely owe.
That's right.
I think it just
Everybody
feels.
else, debt of gratitude.
I think it just feels nice.
Papa.
It feels nice to be able to do great things for your family.
No, I owe
it just
them.
feels good.
If grandma came down right now and said, I want this, you can have it, grandma.
Absolutely.
If grandma wanted that Bugatti for $19 million and I could buy it, grandma got it.
And by the way, even when it comes to somebody like an aunt, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother's daughter, my mama's sister. I hold that down too. You know what I'm saying?
Too,
if she asks me, because that's my mom's sister and my grandmother's daughter. You know what I'm saying? So when he said grandma, that threw me off. But
so yes, you do owe certain people.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
A select few.
Yes.
Everybody else you may have a debt of gratitude to, but owe is a very strong word.
800-585-1051. If you make it, you're successful. Do you owe family and friends? Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about this clip from Meek Mill.
When it comes to like family and friends, do we really owe them? Do you like?
Can I tell y'all my take on this? I be like, yo, I don't owe nobody. How many? Who you gonna please? I tell people, if you give your cousin 10,000, you give. What you gonna give your aunt? You gonna give your aunt 20 because she babysitted you. Then what you gonna get your grandma? You gotta give your grandma. It's never gonna stop.
We're asking 800-585-1051. Do you owe your family and friends? And, you know, like we said before, yes, there's certain people I do owe. I do owe my mother, my father, my mother-in-law. I owe my grandmama. That's anything that they ever want. Now, certain people in my family, they can get what they want, but when you're talking owe, that's them. But I do feel I owe my community, and I'm going to tell you why. If it wasn't for hip-hop and it wasn't for the community supporting me, I wouldn't be here. So I do owe my community, not necessarily financially, but how to get it. And that's why I do those real estate seminars, and that's why I do so many things to try to encourage and help these kids to get out where they are and show them a different way. So I do feel I owe my community, because if it wasn't for our community, we wouldn't have been here.
That's a good thing. I feel like I owe God. I feel like I owe it to God to realize my full potential as a black man on this planet. And I do agree that when you get to a certain level and you have certain experiences, if you can share them with people and it can make, people in your community better or people in the world better, absolutely. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I do feel a debt. I don't even know if I owe the community. I feel a debt of gratitude to the community.
You know
what I'm saying?
You owe the community a little bit. Not financially, but you do things like that, like your book, where you talk about mental health, and you do things, so you do owe the community. But it doesn't have to be financially.
I feel like I just owe it to the world to share my experiences, because I feel like we all go through things, and sometimes if you can help a young person not make the mistakes you made, or get the help you should have gotten, like I always want to be the adult I needed as a child. So that's what I owe. That's what I owe the community.
Yeah, I guess I never look at it like I owe it. I just do it because I want to.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do, yeah. Absolutely. Brittany!
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you feel like you owe family and friends if you make it and you're successful?
I don't. I feel like if I'm making $50,000 a year and I go to like $60,000, you won't expect anything. But if I go from $50,000 to $3 million, then just because my income increases doesn't mean that yours increases. So no, I'll look out for you, but don't expect anything.
No, I agree. I feel like everybody got to walk their own path in life. You know what I'm saying? If I make it and then you feel like, oh, well, shoot, we all made it. No, now you're not doing what it is God may have planned for you to do.
Right. Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. How you doing? My name is Token. How y'all doing, Breakfast?
Hey,
Hello,
Token.
Token. I don't even think they have those on the subway anymore.
I don't like a black man named Token, sir.
No, it ain't because I think I'm the token black guy. It's because I was obsessed with arcades when I was younger. So let's just clear that up.
So why your name ain't Quarter?
What, Chuck E. Cheese?
You needed to use tokens to play the game, Charlamagne.
Okay, Token.
Your entertainment name ain't Leonard.
I don't know. I'm changing it. It's actually Leonard on my Instagram.
Right. And when you change it, I'll change Token.
Okay. Right. It's a deal.
All right, whatever.
I'll say, I believe in keeping it simple. So in terms of the Meek Mill situation, your money is your money. That's the bottom line. But I just came up with a really, really good analogy about this, right? Hear me out. So money is a magnet, right? And would you look at things, in order for you to reach a certain tax bracket, or you making moves and making money, you would look at that as positive, right? Because you're doing what you got to do to change your financial circumstance, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
With
okay.
magnets, so that would be the positive. So what's attracted to the positive side of a magnet? Negative, right? So it seems like every time somebody starts making like money, your family has this like obligatory thing to where it's like, oh, you have to take care of me, or you feel obligated to do so. And everything else on the other side of all that money that you're making that belongs to you, to me is negative when it's not coming from like an authentic place. You hear from people you ain't heard from in decades, people you probably would have never seen or talked to if you didn't have such visibility or like money that they knew you would take care of them or possibly.
Now, I understand what you're saying. My wife always hits me with this trick question whenever people ask me for money. She'd be like, where would they get it from if they didn't know you? And I'd be like, that's a good question.
Thank God they know you.
Family. Right.
Thank you, Token.
Like, this is my family, so you welcome. I gotta go. Okay, bye.
Damn it, man. I will say this. I don't know Angela Yee, but I do know Charlamagne. One thing about Charlamagne, right, when it comes to this part. Charlamagne, and I'm sorry to say this, Charlamagne lends a lot of people money. And it's crazy to me because he's such a hard ass on the radio, but he's really a little cutie teddy bear. Like, he will lend anybody money. Like, people that, if he feels that you're going through tripe and hard times, he will come out his pocket. I've seen it 1,000,001 times. I respect that about you. That's not me, though, but I respect that about you.
Only because
I don't like to talk about giving people money because it encourages other people to ask you for money.
Exactly.
So I just stay quiet.
He don't really know, though. He just be like, yeah,
I do, and I'm going to tell you why. But it's something I'm working on stopping, but I'm going to tell you why. It's because I feel like certain people cross your path for certain reasons. I ain't talking about these people that hit you, and I've done that too. You hit me up on social media, I might, throw you some dollars. But I'm talking about, like, if you cross my path in some way, shape, or form, I feel like that's meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I ain't talking about you people that can bombard me on social media. I'm talking about if we cross paths.
He does.
And somebody just like, yo, I need this for that or that. I'm like, oh, okay.
He does that a lot. Me, not too much. I do for my family.
I'm cutting it up.
And I will put people in position. And that's why, back to the real estate, I want to do that so if my family needs something, I can put them in position to work. Plus, I can have outlets so they don't have to work. If they have a job that they don't like, they can work for me. And I love the people that have family members working for them, and it works so that their family is always good. I respect that so much more.
And when you've been broke, man, you get it. Like, I've been fired 4 times from radio. Like, when you had to stand in the unemployment line, when your wife, like my wife, had to be sitting in the courtroom because we about to get evicted from places, like, that's not a good feeling.
No.
So I don't like when I see other people going through
I have 10 hustles, so I don't have that feeling. But anyway, 800-585-1051. We're talking Meek Mill. He said that, if he makes it, he makes it. He doesn't owe family or friends nothing. We'll talk about it when we come back as the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, we're asking if you just joined us. Meek Mill was on the shop, and we were talking about him being successful in owing family members money. Let's hear.
When it comes to like family and friends, do we really owe them? Do you like?
Can I tell y'all my take on this? I'd be like, yo, I don't owe nobody. How many? Who you gonna please? I tell people, if you give your cousin 10,000, you get what you gonna get your aunt? You gonna get your aunt 20 because she babysitted you. Then what you gonna get your grandma? You gonna get your grandma. It's never gonna stop.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. Do you feel like if you made it, you owe anybody anything?
See, that's a different question. You know what I'm saying?
I don't owe anybody
anything. Do you
anything,
feel like when you made it? Because yes, being that we have made it, I guess I do feel kind of like I owe people. You know what I'm saying? No. I feel like I owe people in the sense of I don't feel like I owe nobody. Somebody I'm not gonna. I go back and forth with this a lot. Like, this is one of those things I be torn about.
I think a great thing to do is to do things like to show, like opening a juice bar in Best-Eye. I think that's a great thing to do. I'm doing my pressed juice business because I think it'd be great for people to be healthier. I invest all my own money.
I get it, but that's still.
Yeah, but it's not really making me any money. It's something that we're doing. It's giving people jobs and it's making people healthier and putting a service somewhere where there was nothing there before. So I think things like that, like the juices start at $6. That's really cheap.
Somebody asked me for $2,000.
We could actually charge a lot more, but we're making it really cheap so it's affordable for people, so they can't say I can't afford this $9, $10
I paid $13
juice.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not giving you nothing for recreational purposes.
Somebody asked me for
me for a cruise,
bro.
No, I'm not giving giving you nothing for
That's not a
recreational
necessity.
purposes. No.
A cruise?
Absolutely not.
A cruise?
Absolutely not.
Cruise?
Absolutely not. I give you money if you're about to get evicted. I give you money for some medical stuff. I give you money if your kid is something for your kid in school.
I do the kids.
I'm not doing no recreational stuff. Absolutely.
I do the kids for Christmas.
That's actually disrespectful.
If it's Christmas time and you don't have it and you want to get your kids something for Christmas, I help you for that. I help all that.
Funerals, I'll do that.
But it's
all
also
that,
great if you could provide a service for people or something that'll change somebody's life. I think sometimes just a check isn't just it, but also doing things to help people live a better life.
The moral of the story is I don't owe nobody nothing except for my mother and my grandmother who's deceased, okay? And my wife. But that's self-explanatory.
But the worst is when you do stuff for people all the time and the one time you say no, they have the nerve to get mad. And you be like, I do stuff for you all the time.
You know how whack you got to be to ask somebody for $2,000 for a cruise? You know what I'm saying? Like, I work hard for my money. I ain't took a vacation in a minute. And you're going to come to me. Well, I do take vacations all the time. But you're going to come to me and ask me, do I need money for a cruise?
I just started taking vacations 3 years ago. Before that, I never took a vacation because I was always scared somebody was going to try to take my job. I never took a vacation because that was 3 years ago.
See, I would love for somebody to ask me that because that's why I'm like, your broke ass don't need to go on vacation. Your broke ass need to go find a job. Okay?
Well, they listen, so I'm glad. So now they got it. They understand.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, yeah, we got rumors on the way.
Well, now they get it. Yes.
But I also want to say I don't owe anyone any explanations for why I choose to do the things that I do with my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
Right. Well, what we got? We got rumors on the way?
Well, let's talk about explanations now. Future versus a plus-size model, Naomi Chappett. Now, they've been going back and forth because allegedly he wanted to ban plus-size women from the club. Let's see what you think.
All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. My phone came.
Oh, welcome to the party.
You got hers 2 weeks before me. It's all good. All right.
I'll show you how to use it.
I got my little phone. Okay. Does yours have a little pinkish, bluish, whitish back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I already have a case on mine.
Is this a Real Talk Break Car commercial?
No, this is actually... I didn't even say what type of phone.
Oh, okay. I never know. I really don't.
It's a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus.
Yeah, I got my phone today, so I'm kind of excited.
Check is cleared.
All right, well, let's get to these rumors. Let's talk R. Kelly.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee. Club. So listen up.
So we're watching as R. Kelly is doing this sit down with Gayle King, and at one point he got very emotional, stood up. They had to even take a break.
Yo, killing me with this. I got 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly paused the interview to give Kelly a moment.
And they came back and they had to pout him.
That's what you call
that's so fake.
That's what you call a Beijing breakdown. Okay?
Beijing breakdown.
All that Beijing in your head causes mental breakdowns because of the chemical imbalance it causes in your brain. All you ladies who got a man that got Beijing, y'all know what that Beijing rage like.
Goodness gracious.
My goodness.
That's why they call it a blackout.
Now, R. Kelly is still feeling like he didn't do anything wrong, and he even thinks that he is a victim.
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
I'm sorry.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do. When I listen to you,
I'm
it
just
does
telling
sound
the
like...
truth.
I need someone to help me with a chemical castration, okay? Because psychologically, I'm messed up in the brain, and I like little girls. That's what R. Kelly really needs to be saying.
He's off, man. He's so off. He just doesn't get it.
It's the Beijing.
He doesn't get it.
He does not know how to answer these questions.
And why would his lawyer allow him to do this? Why?
I don't know, but listen to this part when he's asked about Asriel Curry. Now, she's a young woman who is still living in his house. Her parents are still trying to get in contact with her. They feel like she has Stockholm Syndrome. Here's what he has to say to Gayle King about Asriel Curry.
Asriel Curry, what can you tell? What is your relationship with her?
Right now, I'm seeing her.
You were seeing her?
Yeah, she's 21. I'm seeing her.
She's 21.
Yeah.
But did you start seeing her at 17?
Absolutely not.
Did you have sex with her when she was 17?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Although her parents wanted me to.
No, her parents claim they have text messages that show that you had sex with her when she was 17.
Claim.
So you're saying you did not have sex with her when she was 17?
Absolutely not.
Oh, my God.
R. Kelly said, I did not start having sex with her at 17. I started having sex with her at 14.
My goodness.
Now.
How long was she there? How long was she there? The young lady was there about 3 years, right?
Yeah, she's been there for a minute, and you know, her family cannot seem to get her back. They feel like she has been manipulated and has Stockholm Syndrome. So that's the interview with R. Kelly and Gayle King. And that's part 1, by the way. There's still a part 2. So, I don't know. He's definitely does not think that he's done anything wrong. He is defending himself to the fullest. I'm very confused.
At this point, interviewing R. Kelly is just for entertainment purposes. Because it's more than enough evidence out there. You have tapes, you have marriage certificates.
You have text messages.
You know this man is guilty. So to be interviewing him now, for him not to be coming clean and just confessing and saying he needs real help because clearly he's some type of pedophile, it's just entertainment.
And you know what? You're lucky you had 30 years, okay? He has 30 years of his career that he's been doing these horrific things to these young women for who knows how long. And you're very fortunate that you haven't gotten locked up before. So you better just take it now.
Or get beat up. I'm surprised no dad and whooped his ass already.
Guys, girls, women, men, R. Kelly's going to prison. You can book that. He's getting, unless he kills himself.
I hope so.
Or unless the Beijing.
But not kill himself. I hope he goes to prison.
Unless the Beijing poisons him in his sleep.
Could happen.
And he dies, he's going to prison.
So you can't be mad about this 30 years of your career. You're fortunate to have had that. You're very fortunate that you got away with this for so long.
Robert Sylvester Kelly did this to himself.
Absolutely.
And there is nobody else to blame.
I don't feel bad for you.
It's no parents.
We feel bad for these young women whose lives were ruined.
Yeah, he did this to himself.
He practiced the crying thing too. It didn't work.
His piss poor choice, his keyword piss.
Piss poor, but okay. That was good.
He
that was
did
really
this
good.
to himself. All right.
All right. Now let's move on and talk about Future. There's all kinds of issues here. Now there's a plus size model, Naomi, who is saying that she wants to pursue legal action. And that's because she was trying to go to the Club Story in Miami. And she said there was a ban at the request of Future, who said inside the venue allegedly that he doesn't want any big girls in there. Now Future is denying that he said that, and now he has posted, or she's posted, some of these conversations that they had on the DM. Now she sent him a message: Future, I'm the woman who was discriminated against with a friend. Can you then say, if it's true for everyone, that you do not support Story Miami Club and their fat phobic ways, for literally telling me and my friend not to come on your behalf and lying to us that it was per your request that no fatties were allowed. Also, my publicist tried contacting your publicist without a response. Now, Future responded on the DM: you lied on my name. You should have said Story told you that ish. You said my name. And he said, you lied on me. And she said, long story short, my people have been trying to reach your people the entire day to clear this up. We're not in the business of spreading rumors, but we spread awareness. And he responded, you condone accusing the wrong person and lying. That's evil. Spread the truth next time when you falsely accuse someone, your call. So he's saying, I'm not the one that tried to implement this ban. If you have an issue, it's not with me, it's with Story.
I've done a bunch of parties with Future, and not one time was there ever one situation where he says, no big girls in the club. I have never seen it, and I've done a zillion parties with Future.
If you're a big girl in Miami, why would you want to go to Story? You can go to Prime 112. You can go to Finger Licking.
Shut up. That's so
Story's
rude.
a club. Those are food places.
What is wrong with you?
Story's a club. It's a nightclub. It's a nightclub. I've been there before. I DJ'd there a couple times too. I've never seen that there.
But for this beautiful model, Naomi, I'm sorry that you couldn't get it, because that's very disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Go to Tootsie's in Miami. Tootsie serve food.
What does that do with serving food?
She might not be hungry. She just want to go party and dance.
The club.
Might just want to dance.
Yeah.
Cardio.
You know what?
Wow. Okay.
You know what? Maybe it was the promoter that night.
Come for Charlotte.
I've never seen that at a club or with Future before, but that is foul. That is absolutely positively foul.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
It's a dance party, dude. He knows what
it is. He knows it's a club.
I don't know what Story is. I have no idea. I have one on Instagram though.
It's called Story Nightclub.
You just said he knows, and you said me not to explain it to him, and you're going to start explaining it to him.
It's called Story Nightclub. How you not know what it is, allegedly?
No, nobody thinks that nightclubs when they hear Story nowadays.
My goodness. All right. Well, who are you giving your donkey to?
Let's talk Beijing for after the hour, because I'm sick of it.
Okay.
We're going. This R. Kelly thing is a teachable moment. All right. Does Self have Beijing in his head, or is that something else?
Here's something else.
It's glued down.
Right. Yeah, this is glued down a little bit.
Well, for all you brothers out there with Beijing, we got to stop all these Beijing breakdowns. Okay. Because there's going to be more of these in the future if somebody doesn't put a handle on this right now.
Okay. All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the day today.
Well, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, March 6th goes to Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm so sick of giving Robert Kelly Donkey of the Day, but this man constantly and consistently has proven that he deserves all the credit. He deserves to being stupid, okay? If you haven't heard, Robert Kelly sat down for an interview with Gayle King. Oprah and Gayle out here like Raekwon and Ghostface this week, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Jadakiss and Styles, Cole and Kendrick. They out here just barring up other media personalities this week, man. Oprah with the Leaving Neverland after show, Gayle King with the Robert Kelly interview. I see what ONG out here doing. Drop one of clues bombs for ONG, Devin. I don't know if I agree with it all, but I respect the media moves, okay? See, in the case of R. Kelly, it's so much to unpack from what we've heard from the first part of this interview thus far, but even with the sex tapes, even with the marriage certificate, the 15-year-old Aaliyah, God bless the dead, Robert continues to deny. Listen to what he told Gayle King.
Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read
I'm gonna tell
and
you
what the
something,
women
Gayle,
have said about you. And what the women have said about you. So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. Lifetime. These girls were older. They were 20 years ago. Why now? Why would they come out now?
Because I think that women have been traumatized and now feel comfortable in speaking out now, and they now believe that they will be believed.
I love women. I love all women. I love everybody. These stories on Lifetime, they're very bogus.
See, this is what I mean when I say I don't agree with it all, because I don't agree with interviewing Robert Kelly. There's really no reason to be doing an interview with Robert unless he's going to tell the absolute truth. If he's not going to say he did it, if he's not going to say he got a problem, if he's not going to talk about being abused as a child and hurt people, then why continue to give this man a platform to lie and deny? I'm not going back and forth with that N-word. The jig is up. We've seen the tapes. We've seen the marriage certificates. This is just all entertainment at this point. And, we are entertained, okay? Because when it comes to R. Kelly, there is no other side to explore other than exploring the mind of a pedophile and trying to figure out how to stop pedophiles in the future. I suggest chemical castration until we figure it out psychologically. But what do I know? This guy Robert is telling on himself and not telling the truth. Listen to him.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to. Love me if you want. But just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me with my crazy past and what I've been through? Right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
What? Kelly, you're telling on yourself. All right? Nobody said anything about those girls going to their uncle's house to get some shoes. You volunteered that information. And who are these uncles that are letting their nieces come get shoes and then sending them back to your house? That was too specific. The saddest part about all of this is that Robert Kelly is taking zero accountability, even though it's visible evidence to all these crimes. That's sad and scary that someone can be that delusional. Robert Kelly has to understand that this has nothing to do with anybody but him. Okay? This is not a conspiracy against Robert Kelly. Okay, I am one of the biggest conspiracy theorists in the world. I love a great conspiracy theory, but R. Kelly is absolutely not the subject of one. Okay, Robert Sylvester Kelly put himself in these situations because of his piss-poor choices that he made, and the key word in all of this is piss. But we need to get back to the real reason why we are here. Okay? My man Artemis Gordon on Instagram posted a picture of R. Kelly from this Gayle King interview with the caption, "Black men, you have to do better. A once impregnable legacy reduced to rubble in Beijing." Was it Beijing or Beijing?
I think Beijing.
Beijing, okay? That's what we're here to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
How Beijing is the new Jerry Curl. Okay, I've always thought Beijing looked stupid, but seeing it attached to R. Kelly in this interview with Gayle King, I promise you if a presidential candidate was to come out and say they were banning all Beijing because it's not FDA approved, I would vote for them in 2020. Okay, it's literally the new Jerry Curl. People are having allergic reactions to it. Their heads are swelling up. The Jerry Curl used to be the most insulted hair craze ever, but not anymore. It's men who use Beijing, and for all we know, Beijing could have caused R. Kelly to have this emotional breakdown. It could be a chemical imbalance because of all the chemicals he got on his crown chakra. Listen to this.
Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
This is not normal. This is about Beijing. Okay, the man was already sick, but now Beijing got his brain off balance, and there's a lot of brothers out there off balance. Beijing breakdowns are real, and because of Beijing breakdowns, last night God touched my heart, okay, and my Creator asked me to create a Beijing prayer. Okay, this prayer will protect us from the devil that is Beijing. All right, I put this on the gram last night, but I need to express it to everyone. Bow your heads. Let us pray.
Oh, boy.
Heavenly Father, you know every decision I need to make and every challenge I face. Please forgive me for the times I try to figure this life thing out on my own. I need you, God. I need your Holy Spirit to give me strength, wisdom, and direction. Please, Lord, help me to always understand that Beijing is the new Jerry Curl. The Jerry Curl used to be the most insulted head craze ever, Lord, but I think Beijing has taken that crown. I'm not sure if the crown is real yet, Lord. Only you know that, because it's quite possible it could wash away when it rains. Lord, in the future, I know people will debate which one of these hair trends ruin more pillows. And it's my wish, Lord, that you give me the strength to not make the mistakes of others, and that the current security I have with my baldness be sustained. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please give Robert Kelly and all the brothers that suffer from Beijing breakdowns and will suffer from Beijing breakdowns in the future the biggest hee-haw. I'm just out here doing my part.
Okay.
I'm just out here doing what God tells me.
Took him to church this morning.
Just out here doing what God tells me to do. That's all. I let him speak through me.
You good?
Yes, I am.
So we came with gluing hair on?
No, but that's another day. When God touches my heart to deliver that prayer, I will have DJ Self in here with my hands on him.
Whoa.
Just don't touch his hair.
It's going to come right off. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yes.
Up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee right now. Maybe you're having a hair product and you're having a hair problem and don't want to use Beijing. Maybe she can help you with that as well. 800-585-1051. Call Yee now for all your advice. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee, and we have Abigail on the line. Abigail, good morning.
Oh, my God. Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Abigail.
What's your question for Yee?
So I've been friends with someone for, well over 13 years. We met in, middle school when I first moved out in this area. And I just, now that we're adults, it's we've always been friends with benefits kind of thing, but everyone's been in my ear, maybe you should, try to pursue something with this individual. And it's now, I don't know. And now it's I don't know. I just feel I don't know. Should I not?
Wait, now, Abigail, for 13 years, y'all have been, or for a long time, you guys have been friends with benefits. Have you guys dated other people?
Yeah. I never looked at him that way. But now it's whoa, why am I looking at you like this now?
Because you're ready to settle down.
I don't know.
Do you think?
Wow, and you guys answered, so I don't know. It's what? This is, wow.
Well, the only way you'll be able to tell is if you have that conversation with him to see if he's down for that also. Do you feel like he is?
God. I'm going to have to now. I feel like the pressure's on. No.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot your shot. What makes you think that he's the right person? Is it that you're comfortable, you've known him for so long, or what is it?
To be honest, I just never, and that's just always been one of my close guy friends. I would have never even, I would have never even wanted to tarnish our friendship kind of thing. And I guess that's really pretty much why I never even, put him in that category. But now it's we're older now, and we always seem to gravitate back. So I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully he's not involved with somebody else. Y'all should go on a date. Have you guys gone on dates, or is it mostly just a little fling thing?
It's literally been just friends wise. We'll go out to breakfast and chill and hang out and stuff, but it's literally never been oh, we're dating. The thing is just that's just always been one of my close friends.
Ooh, Abigail, you should take him on a date.
Oh, Lord, Yee. I don't know.
Take him on a date, girl. You should plan it out. Do something a little different. Make it a little romantical.
Wow. And you dead-ass answered. I think I probably had to. I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully he says yes. Okay.
All right, cool.
But good luck, Abigail.
Bye.
All right. Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
This is Terrell.
Terrell, what's up? What's your question for Yee?
Yo, I'm good. Yo, how y'all doing? What up, Angel Lee? What up?
What up?
DJ Envy. What up, Charlamagne?
Yo,
I can't believe I'm on right now. So my question is, me and my wife, we've been together for 17 years. We just made our 7-year anniversary. But we always at each other's neck. I get put out all the time. I call her bad names. We constantly degrading each other. This is the first year in years that I've gotten her a Valentine's Day gift, so I know she holds stuff against me. I get that. But I just need a little advice, like, moving forward. Should I just, like, call it quits? Because I'd be ready sometime to call it quits, like, say, F it.
First of all, why are you calling her names?
Like, I hold back so much, but you can't call me, like, demeaning, derogatory names and I expect it back. Like,
well, somebody's got to break the cycle, and it seems like you want to break that cycle.
I do want to break the cycle because, you know, I feel at times I am the bigger person because I don't want to hurt her feelings. And, you know, you calling me fat, knowing dang well that we're not both in the best of shape is not right. Because I could say the same thing to you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Now, when she calls you fat, appropriate response instead of saying it back to her is to say, you know, it really hurts my feelings when you say that. Because you have to talk about how things affect you instead of you attacking her back.
You know, what goes along with it is the fact that we've been together so long and we know how to press each other's buttons. 17 years is a long time, so.
Yeah, and now it's time for you to do something different because what you've been doing all along doesn't work.
That's right. I could totally feel what you're saying right now.
You know, because this is an ongoing cycle, and at some point, somebody has to be the person that's like, let's try a different way. And if that person has to be you because it's bothering you, it's concerning you, I'm sure it's affecting your livelihood, it's affecting your relationship, you're ready to call it quits, but you're not even trying.
Would you consider marriage counseling too? Because we spoke about
it before,
but we just never did it.
Absolutely. I think you should aggressively go out there to find a marriage counselor that can work for both of you. If that person doesn't work, try somebody else, get some recommendations, get a marriage counselor. But I think starting now, you have to start breaking that cycle. And that if that means when she says something to you that hurts your feelings, tell her how that made you feel instead of you attacking her back. And tell her, look, I don't want to attack you. I don't think the way that we've been doing things has been working. Another great thing to do is to have a conversation when you're not in the middle of an argument. When you try to discuss things and you're arguing and the tempers are high, emotions are high, that's the worst time to discuss something.
That sounded like this morning because I blew up about something that happened yesterday. She found out, and then, you know, things went left real fast. But
that's the wrong time for you guys to address things. When things are cool and smooth, now you can say, okay, I want us to both be able to get our feelings on the table and figure out systems that we can implement so that we can work together because we are a team. We're married. It's me and you. We're a team. We work together. We're supposed to be us against everybody.
That's true. That's true. Well,
but definitely get that counseling. I think that's great that you guys are both open to that. So you have to really take those steps. You know, everything takes work. Relationships are work. It doesn't always go smoothly, but you got to put that work in.
All right, then. Well, I thank you so much. And I can't believe I'm on the line with y'all. I like celebrities to me. I listen to y'all every single day. I keep doing that thing. I love you guys.
And like you said, break the cycle, bro. Break the cycle. You can't keep going back and forth with her. Break the cycle.
That's what's up. I appreciate you guys. Y'all do your thing. All right, Charlamagne.
All right, brother. Remember when Envy said break the cycle? That means get her pregnant. But you don't get her period for the next 9 months. That's how you break the cycle.
Bye. Thank you. Good luck.
Goodness gracious.
It's called a cycle, right? Periods.
Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need any advice, you can hit us up at any time. Now, Yee, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about this. Wade Robson, he has a donations that he wants you to make. He has a funding platform, and we'll tell you why he changed the name of it.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
Feels good to have a Beijing-free head this morning, man.
You and me both.
Word.
You would look crazy with Beijing because you don't have any hair to blend it in with.
That's a fact.
People do it.
I would feel crazy with Beijing. I'm telling you, Beijing.
I think I'm too light-skinned for Beijing.
Yes, you cannot.
Well, if your hair is dark, that's all that matters.
It would still look stupid.
You can't be Beijing.
All right, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Wendy Williams.
It's about time.
What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Wendy Williams is back on your TVs, And one thing, of course, that she's talking about is Michael Jackson. Now, she does not believe these accusers. Here's what she said.
You believe that this is a money grab for the families. I believe that Joe Jackson, rest in peace, he did the best that he could in raising this showbiz family. Michael became the star of the family, and even though he had all those siblings, he was still trapped in Michael world. I don't believe any of this. Michael never had a childhood, and so vacuuming and doing regular things, eating Cheerios with his hands, there's stuff that we take for granted as regular kids. He didn't have.
Wah, 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 wah. That's all I hear when I hear Wendy Williams now. Wah, 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 wah. If you're not going to talk about your own issues, if you're not going to talk about your own problems, I don't want to hear you talk about nobody else.
Now, she said she does believe they showered in the nude. She said, I don't believe there was any sexual touching. I do believe sleepovers in the same bed. I do believe that if Mother Nature takes its course.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. She said, I do believe that if Mother Nature takes its course, you get a hard penis. I don't believe touching, and I don't believe sex.
Wah, 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 wah.
Is it normal to get an erection like while you're in bed with someone that you're not attracted to, guys? Does that just happen?
What happened now?
No. Unless you got to wake up in the morning and you have to go to the bathroom, but she said,
she said about the sleepovers in the same bed. She said, I do believe that if Mother Nature takes its course, you get a hard penis, but she doesn't believe touching. I'm just wondering, does that happen? Like, can you?
No, I've never gotten an erection from my kids being in my bed or anything like that. No, I've never had.
Even when you think about being young, when you was young and you sleeping over with people, you didn't get hard-ons.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Hard-ons from laying in the kill my bed. No.
No, wait, Robson.
Laying in the kill my bed.
Yeah, he said laying in the kid with my bed. We know what you meant.
I've been doing that lately. I think I'm going crazy. Laying in the bed with my kid.
You are.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, no, I think
I don't think so. This guy's going crazy over here.
You're over there feeling poisoned. All right, now Wade Robson has a fund that he set up to collect donations after leaving Neverland. It was originally called the Robson Family Fund, but now he's changed the name of it, and now it's called it was removed. It's called the Robson Child Abuse Healing and Prevention Fund. So he also made his own personal donation to his own fund for $10,000. It links to his website, and it has resources for sexual abuse survivors.
I'm not mad at that. He's helping kids out.
Well, we don't even know where that money's going to.
Oh, so now maybe I am mad at that.
I'm not donating no money to Wade Robinson.
All right, now 2 Chainz, he is talking about he could have had a sit down with Jay-Z, but he ended up having to decline. He's talking about this on his new YouTube series, Crate Talk, and here's what he had to say.
I was already speaking with Kanye on and off. While they was in Paris working on Watch the Throne, they would hit me the whole time talking about my mixtapes. So after Kanye called every day, I got a call from Hov. And Hov was like, I want you to come to New York. I heard you making a lot of noise. Only reason that I did not go is because I said, can I bring my buddy Tech with me? I said, DJ Tech. He was like, why you want to bring your DJ for? But I'm trying to tell them that, bro, help me get to the point where I'm on your radar. And they were just like, no, we need you by yourself. And I just chose to, like, chill out.
That's loyalty.
See, Tech had came to him and thought he was a star early on, and he talks about that too. And then after this, he just declined because he couldn't bring.
Listen, Tech my guy. Tech a great dude. Tech's a great brother. But I'm going to be honest with you. That's the reason you're not getting that Jay-Z feature, because you didn't get on that plane.
That ain't the reason, man. That ain't the reason, man.
That's why Hov ain't did that feature yet, okay?
That is definitely not the reason.
I wonder why they would have a problem with him bringing Tech with him.
I find
that weird.
I don't think that came probably directly from Hov. You know what I'm saying? But come on. If it's hard to get in the Rock Nation brunch, you think how hard is it to get on the Rock Nation private plane? Okay? Come on now.
Well, he said he got a call from Jay-Z.
When they say no plus ones, they mean no plus ones. All right? You can't bring a plus one in the Rock Nation brunch. You definitely can't bring a plus one on the Rock Nation private plane.
Well,
okay. All right.
Everything happens for a reason.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report. Oh, hey, fam. I just tried Coca-Cola's new flavor, Orange Vanilla Coke, and Orange Vanilla Coke Zero Sugar. Yeah, you heard that right, and they are incredible. Try Orange Vanilla Coke and Orange Vanilla Coke Zero Sugar for yourself at your closest retailer today.
Thank you, fam.
Hey, fam.
We needed that, fam.
We'll see you tomorrow,
fam.
Thank you, fam.
All right, let's get into this mix and
get into that mix, fam.
I heard you got something special in the mix today.
Yeah. This is for somebody that's been grinding for a while.
Oh,
her name is Michaela.
Michaela. Drop one of clues bomb for Michaela. That's my niece.
Somebody texted. She might not even know I'm playing it this morning.
This is pure nepotism right here, by the way.
And it's the Breakfast Club. We're going to close out the mix.
What's the name of the record? First Impressions, Envy.
First Impressions. I was going to say Imagination.
Clearly she didn't make a good first impression if she can't remember the song.
But I'm going to get it on. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.